Happy Tuesday. Time for Tidbit Tuesdays. So I've gotten a lot of questions about insurance for international travel. And generally in the past, I've told people, depending on where you're going, you may not need health travel insurance. So there's some caveats to that. Maybe if you have some health issues, you do want some coverage in case you need to be emergency brought back home. There are certainly coverages for that, but a lot of countries, it's very inexpensive as opposed to here. To seek health care, you can just pay cash and not be out very much. And then there's countries that have socialized medicine that will treat you if you have an emergency and not get billed. But I want to speak today about people maybe who are going to travel consistently and maybe be gone for months at a time, then back here, and maybe gone again. So there are some really neat plans from Blue Cross Blue Shield that provide PPO coverage. Who would have thought? PPO coverage when you're here in the U.S., but then also coverage outside the U.S. for emergencies, seeking care. These policies can be designed in various ways. If you're going to be back and forth a lot, there's definitely one policy that we can do that'll last you 12 months. Then there's shorter term policies if you're only going to be gone a little bit of time. But again, if you feel like you want to be confident that you can have care, or you're concerned about something happening and needing care, then we could certainly do that kind of policy for you. Two, it's kind of cool if you're traveling consistently that we can do a plan that also gives you access here in the United States. So when you are here, you can seek care no matter which state you're in because it's a nationwide PPO. So it's really an interesting concept. There are some rules around it about how long you're going to be gone. They do track that with your passport. You know, your passport obviously gets scanned when you're coming in and out of the country. So there are some rules we want to make sure we follow if we're going to do that kind of coverage. But for some people, it makes sense. It just makes sense to do that where, you can seek care no matter where you are, especially if you're fortunate enough to be able to travel that much. So you can hop onto my website, jcapconsulting.com. You can always schedule an appointment with me through there. And if you want to discuss this, or if you have future travel, let's figure out what makes sense for you. If it makes sense to keep your U.S. plan and then, deal with whatever international things happen, or do away with your U.S. plan and do something, if you're going to be traveling a lot, do something that's going to take care of you no matter where you are. So until next week, peace out.